I asked 9 sales leaders and sellers, what's the best way a rep can develop themselves? And this is what they said.
You've got to work with an external coach.
Blocking time.
Watch call recordings.
Practice, practice, practice. When you join a new company, no matter if you're senior or junior, you know close to nothing. If you come to a company where it's not very common that we practice together, ask for it. Ask whoever doesn't even have to be a senior person in the team. Ask an engineer. Speak about, like, I think I've got this. Listen to me speak about that and answer whatever you feel like. Practice on your husband or your wife, whatever it is that like makes it less uncomfortable. Ask for it and you will be so much further than anybody else. The more you feel being challenged and uncomfortable, that means you're growing just right there.
I identify a focus area every single week in terms of one thing that I'm trying to improve on. Setting that like weekly calendar reminder each Monday to just take a new focus area of whatever you think will move the needle the most. Definitely would recommend it for any seller out there.
I think having an external coach is the number one lever a sales professional can pull. How many times does a rep say, I lost that deal because I made a mistake? I didn't make 50 dials today because I had cold calling anxiety. The phone was too heavy. You don't say that stuff to your boss. You do need to have those conversations. And again, that's where an external coach, free from all of that, can be your champion and be your guide.
People that I have seen develop the fastest are the ones that are curious. The best thing is to just learn from everyone around you. Once you are at that stage, the best thing you can do is be teaching other people. Because when you're teaching other people, you're sort of passing on the skills, you're helping other people within your organization to leverage what you do. But that's when you become the master at what you do.
I've read a lot of sales books, but I learned more from reading people's application of those books on LinkedIn. Explore a variety of content to find out what you ultimately want. I think the more important thing over here is that our works aren't easy. Learning and development is not easy. It does require that effort. So if we put it, I think those resources are out there.
For me, the best way is to subscribe to Sales Feed. What do you mean, not me? Since you're here, you're probably a rep looking to live a better life in sales. So why not consider subscribing to our channel or clicking the link in the description below for all of our resources to help sellers. Now back to the video.
To use those sales communities, build genuine connection. I think LinkedIn is a fantastic forum to ask people that you admire. You've done X, Y, and Z. Totally admire what you do. Would you mind having me figuring out how you came from Y to Z?
I think it's the ability to be naturally curious and challenged. We just assume things, and rather than assuming, maybe you stop in the middle of your question where you're assuming and say, hey, actually, I have this question. How do you actually do this? Rather than saying, I assume you're doing this and this and this. It's the awareness of, hey, am I actually as curious as I should be?
Best decision I ever made as far as developing myself was hiring a coach. It was a big investment. It was a big bet on myself. It was a lot of money for me at the time, but it leapfrogged my development like nothing else.
I think you need to inform or let your manager clued in on, this is what I'm seeking to learn, and then ask them to hold you accountable. I would say most managers I talk to are very well-intentioned in their desire to coach, but if we don't give them an understanding of where we're looking to grow, we're putting way too much, I think, on their plates to just say, like, figure it out for us, or I hope you can read my mind. So if you do learn outside of your organization, be very clear about what you're learning, why you're seeking to learn it, and ask for help and saying, I need you to gut check me. Like, I need you to put me on the spot, make me uncomfortable, and show you if I'm learning about discovery, I need you to put on my calendar that we got to do like a mock discovery call.